And gotta turn the chat. There we go. Going over to cut. Okay, let's dive into Bethesda Susa once again. We've had to take advantage of the. Oh, I never actually finished this area. This portion of it should. Wait, hold on a second. I need to see. Are these guys neutral? Yeah, look at this. The Kragsminch's brainers are now neutral to me because I killed that lily pad, and it was friends with them. So they're who hated them. So they hated the lily pad. So it's kind of an enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing. So I killed a dude that they really hate. So now they tolerate me. Imagine killing a lily pad and then suddenly a whole faction of enemies is just like, oh, you're friend now. Okay. Because, like, you didn't invite them to a nice supper, which is understandable. I mean, I also would hate everybody if they didn't invite me to a nice supper. One of the funniest things that I ever saw was hated by fish for eating their children. It's like, wait, hold on a second. Do you think that fish hate me then? Because I've definitely eaten fish. I've eaten fish eggs. I've eaten, like, all ages of fish. If a fish exists, I've probably eaten it in that format. Except for, like, maybe live fish. You're like a bad person. Let's do... Whenever you drop below 20% HP, you heal a bit. Because actually, I really like that buff. That's a good buff. Sit down. Why would I eat a goldfish? I've never eaten a... Well, I've eaten goldfish crackers. But I've never eaten a goldfish. I don't know if that, is better, but... I can confirm I've only ever eaten goldfish crackers. I'm more just commenting on, like, the amusingness of the naming and the wording in this game when it's like, hated by fish for eating their kind. It's like, well, I mean, who doesn't eat fish? Alright, so I need some salve injectors so that I don't just, like, die. Let's just make 4. I've never eaten whale, but whale aren't fish. Whale are mammals. And I also wouldn't eat whale even if I was given the opportunity. Too smart. God, I love the music in this area. Hits my brain in all of the right places. Luminous Horseshroom. Lurking Beth decided to impale me. Let's head down. A Mai? I don't think I have, no. Do not believe that I has. And leveling up my stinger was the best thing ever. Just everything is constantly confused. Let's just electrocute you. Which brings you straight up to injured. You can just get shot if you come close to me. just because you're kind of a scare. And then Booster Bot, I don't feel like getting stabbed by needles. Do enough of that to myself on a daily basis anyway. You can die. And we can wait until we heal. Hated by fish for not watching enough OnlyFins. No, it's just hating fish for eating one of their children is just always gonna be funny to me in this game. Hate lurking Beths so much. They're the worst. Has anybody here ever started a new run of this game, walked into one of the first areas, got impaled by a spike on the ground, and then bled to death? Has anybody, like, had that experience? Because I've definitely, like, died in this game without actually fighting with anything. Yeah, there's one on every floor in this area. Finding. There are no, air quotes, the elves of this game. Well, I mean, I guess maybe like the closest elvish equivalent would probably be the forest people, but there really isn't any, like... If you're talking about, like, stereotypical faction, there really isn't one in this game. I absolutely missed that turret. Molting basilisks are kind of terrifying. Just heal up. Make some food real quick. Finding me one giving you items and it kept spawning more orbs, giving you endless stuff and boosts. That sounds like a bug, but also kind of awesome. Yeah, if you actually have what they need, like, this can be super handy. Finish exploring this area. Petty normal 6 flawless crystal halbrids before me. Yeah, good luck. 6 flawless crystal halbrids. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Very likely. Level 8. Ooh. Want the booster bot dead. Or don't. Fortunately, I can pretty easily get out of here. Get out of here. And fight from the upper layer. It's safer up here. Because I just got shot with confusing stuff. I'm fighting stuff that I can't see. Killed something. Don't know what it was. Oh, hey, me. Oh, hey, it me is mad at me. Because it's just cloning me. That's actually kind of horrifying. All right, let's just zappy me. Should kill me. No, it didn't kill me. Well, the clone of me is stronger than me right now, so that's not good. Let's just turn on my force bubble. And walk the fuck away. I don't think they get my gear, though, so there's that. This game does such a weirdly good job of just avoiding most stereotypes. What the fuck happened here? I don't know where I am now. So, am I in the compound? Excuse me, what the fuck happened? What Mocking Breath strikes, you take 2 damage. Yeah, I just, like, flew down a bunch of layers. I went down the stairs, and everything that was there was dead. Oh, yeah, maybe you're right. Did I teleport? I don't think I did. Huh. I mean, maybe? I didn't think I had that. Something shooting. You flush with understanding the artifact to determine it to be psionic sarcophagus. Oh. Well, there's a mechanist. Well, I guess it's a do or die at this point. I cracked my boots. Let's just do that. Make my life a lot easier. Also, ow. Fucking brain slugs. Turbo shell thing. It's a slimy snail mother. Which I can't really damage. I think my gun does. So, I guess my only way out of this... well, maybe not my only way, but the way I'm going to have to get out of this is I'm going to have to teleport out. Let's equip that. Whoa! Almost killed myself with that. I guess I'll just do what I was worried about, which is... if stabby no work, throw a grenade. I mean, it's generally a pretty good, you know, strat in general, I would say. Well, everything's dead. Feels bad. At least I'm not. AK Bailey. Those things. Yeah, we are playing CUD. After CUD today, I'm planning to play a game called XO1, which I've been very much looking forward to ever since it was kickstarted. Yep, we are definitely deeper. We're definitely a lot deeper, which means that there's enemies that could kill me shockingly fast. Like that. Or rather, it's not necessarily shockingly fast, but like, if I get up against the wrong combination of enemies, and they get the upper hand, I could die concerningly quickly. I have to be kind of careful. Fortunately, one of the more annoying enemies is neutral to me. Because I killed a lily pad. Which is kind of awesome. Shoutouts to that lily pad for making my life a lot easier. So what you been up to, Bailey? Playing anything cool? I saw Kat was playing that one game with all the guns and the furries. Very accurate description, but I just remember that game making me feel sick watching it. So it's too intense for me. Gunfire Reborn. Yeah. Fire furries. Well, at least they're in on it. At least they realize what it is. You know, they're honest with themselves. Better to be honest with oneself than not lie about to oneself. You know. Also, I'm just noticing that King Under the Mountain just put out a patch. I wonder what it actually adds to it. Ooh. Interesting things. Yeah, I think we're going to need to play King Under the Mountain again. Got a couple HP in. What you looking at, Diamond? What is up? It's a bunch of eater statues. Just let them come to me. Or don't. Let's go around. Oh, the King Under the Mountain patch? Yeah. I do really hope King Under the Mountain does well. Because I kind of feel bad for that dev. It feels like every time he gets an opportunity, something completely wrecks it. Still don't actually know how I teleported down here. Man, if I was a Truekin, I'd be ecstatic right about now. Statue of an Impaled Eater. Statue of an Impaled Eater. Also, what the fuck is happening over there? I'm just going to smack him. Turn on my bubble. Once I've got bubble on, I'm gonna give, well, now that I have bubble turned on, I'm gonna give myself a salve injector. Is a lot of nooks. What happens when you get to the bottom of Bethesda? Uh-oh, I didn't do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I got hit with my own clone stinger. Well, that's not good. Ow. I'd rather not die down here. Let's just discharge. Okay, zap you. I like how I got 12 XP for killing my own clone. I just killed myself and I get 12 XP. That's all. I'm only worth 12 XP. Kinda sad. Kinda sad, not gonna lie. Kinda fucking sad. Right there. You mean Reach gets to the bottom of Bethesda Susa? Fosroda! Da-da-dee, 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 da-da-da-dee, da-da. You know, I kind of miss that era of the internet where like everything just turned into a Fosroda joke. I really enjoyed that era of internet bullshit. It was a good era of internet bullshit. These are good XP, though. Just let you come into here. All right. Let's do that. It's a good stats boost, plus 2 MA. Also, Absolute, hope you've been well. Running around. You guys cloning yourselves again? Sometimes these guys are just like building themselves off at a distance, which is why they always just like populate the entirety of everything all of a sudden. Doesn't seem like it though. Well, maybe. Doubtful. Six damage with their gimbal. I'm trying to figure out why I've got the white flashing background for. Seems to have gone away, so there's that. You're not too difficult to kill, assuming I don't miss. Cybernetics wedges. And this is like a fucking true kin's paradise down here. Living in a true kin paradise. I read that as dental insulation. I was like, man, fucking better teeth, hell yeah. Carrying too much to move. Oh no! Who's fucking surprised? If only I could deconstruct the goddamn pieces I keep picking up automatically. That would be fantastic. And there we go. Cleaning all those. Putting all those back together. A bionic arm. Electromagnetic sensor. I'm gonna just throw all these into the church to get a preacher to be my friend. Is there an option for it? Where is that? Is that like in the settings? I don't believe I've ever seen that option. I don't know where to look for it. Automatic drink threshold, save on zone. Oh, there you go. You're not wrong. Cheers. Thank you. Unless that's broken now. I mean, I never thought to look for it. To be honest. One of those things I always just kind of quietly complained about, but just never bothered. I'm about to get frozen, aren't I? You saved my life? Maybe not my life, but like, definitely a lot of time. Something's going on in the middle there. Don't get frozen, don't get frozen. Brilliant. Just kind of want to find the exit and get out. Ouch. There's also the part where, like, all of my shit's frozen right now. Does that mean I can't use it? Probably does mean. Oh, no, I can.
Hello!
Hello, animal. How are you? Hey, did they reset? I think they reset my sprint. Just trying to get away. But hello, animal. Hopefully you're doing well. The thing that kind of bothers me is because I skipped a couple floors, I'm going to have to go back and do them again. Never mind. I was like, maybe I can make it. Nope. Kind of got too surrounded. Well, rip that Bethesda attempt. That was a pretty good one, though. We were like 2 floors away. Oh well. For anybody who's wondering why I just respawned, this is a roleplay run. Because I'm pretty good at this game, but I'm not good enough at this game to consistently get to endgame, so they gave us the option, so fucking I'm gonna take it. Huh. I feel like I can make it to the end, but with just slightly better prep. Oh, hell yeah. Seems fun. I miss doing that. Having people over to play games. Although... I feel like I have a meal ready. I think I do? Unless I didn't... Yeah, actually I did. Okay. So let's just try this. Because I've got an extra one lying around. Because I think I've got a meal ready. So, sun-dried banana. And where'd it go? Sun-dried banana and drop of nectar. %25% chance to gain 1 strength, agility, toughness, willpower, ego, and can use psychometry at level 2. If you already have psychometry, it's enhanced by 3 to 4 levels. And I have it in a recipe. Some Ubernostrum might help. What, for that area? I need to find some Ubernostrum. Woo-wee! Now you want to know what's even better? I have another one. I have another piece of nectar. The problem with this other piece of nectar is it's this. It's a named item. So, it's no longer a named item. It's now just a drop of nectar. So I could do that again. But first, I'm just going to actually abandon this site, I think. Just run back over here because there's something else I'd like to do. Oh, hey, we discovered a lair. Fuck yeah. Legendary honey skunk. Want to go kill a skunk, chat? Can't be too difficult. Sure, we're over-leveled for this. Yeah, I mean, neither have I. But like, as we were talking earlier in chat, is that the you can sometimes get named legendary items that shouldn't be named legendary items. Because it just takes a random item and assigns random attributes to it, right? What's even funnier is we found it in an area that I would consider to be way too low level to be finding Eater's Nectar too. So that's also just kind of funny. Whoa, actually, hold up. I was just running into this. That's actually kind of a scary room. What the hell? Let's discharge. Up. Discharge. I think I killed everything, so we're fine. Playing Satisfactory is sucking more power from the laptop charger than it can provide, so it's slowly draining the battery. Sounds like you need a new charger. Sounds like you, friend, need a new charger. Sad that these just... Do these even give me XP anymore? Yeah, they don't even give me XP anymore. That's how overleveled for this area I am. Which is kind of hilarious. But yeah, no, I mean, Eater's Nectar is extremely difficult to get, Absolute, which is why it's such a good meal. Eater's Nectar, you can, if you just inject it into yourself, you get to permanently increase one stat, right? If you just inject it into yourself. But if you cook it into a meal, then you have a chance to get it, like, made into all of your meals, rather. Or you have a chance to just get +1 to all stats, which is what we did. The problem is actually getting more nectar is really difficult. It's easier if you're a Truekin, but it's really difficult. Because the whatever they're called, the Time Nazi people, the evil guys, they have it usually. And sometimes preachers will have it. So... So this is a meal that I can just cook now. That is a meal that I can now cook. Which is kind of fantastic. And the more nectar I can find, the more I can cook that meal. But, like, you need it because there's a point where, like, you stop gaining enough intelligence to really be able to realistically level up stuff. I'll actually, hold on a second. Do I have high enough? Tinkering that I can get level 3 now? No, I need 29. I need one more intelligence score. One more intelligence, and then we can do level 3 tinkering. The kippers and cooks in the silt have a chance to sell a drop of nectar. Yeah, no, yes, there are other ways of getting it, but it's still, like, expensive and rare, right? There is also allegedly ways to make it yourself, but I've literally never seen, nor do I have any idea how you would obtain some of the ingredients. You can get like 2 or 3 per run. Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely, but that's still very rare. Or rather, a rare thing. It's like, you know, if you get lucky, you'll occasionally find a Dromad merchant with Zetachrome. Doesn't make it common. On humanoid animals and plants. I don't think I have that one in this run yet. Neat. A book I don't yet has. Ooh, there we go. And it's, look at this. It's neutral to me, which means I could water ritual with this person if I wanted to. I do think it's kind of funny that it's hated by plants, though. I think we've broken some of the factions in the background here because there's creatures here that are attacking me that shouldn't be and things that aren't attacking me that should be attacking me. kind of funny. Hey, Forgotten Helm. You had no clue it ever existed? How'd you find out about it, if I can ask? I have a weird feeling that the air splice seed is one of those items, like other items that they've added to this game in the past, where it's like, it's not actually in the game yet. Like, you could probably god mode it into existence, which is the only way I've seen them. Oh, never mind. I pissed off the legendary skunk. No skunk, Fran. It's fine. Let's just electrocute you. There we go. Hermits now hate me. Vines like me significantly more, but they still hate me. Man, it'd be so nice to just be able to walk through a map and not just constantly die to fucking vines. Interestingly enough, Warhammer released a letter about it, denouncing one of their factions as satirical. Well, I mean, you can befriend the fascists, but yes, you can't play as the fascist. The Eater's Nectar that I keep talking about, the intergalactic space-time Nazis who they're referring to, you often have it. My neighbor's laughing hysterically and she sounds like a psychopath. All right, let's move up. Or actually, let's just explore. Stuff I haven't explored yet. Oh yeah, no, the devs are super active about talking about their game and whatnot. Like, there's certain characters in this game because like this game it's a permadeath roguelike, right? But there's certain characters that people who I would describe as generally kind of asinine want to murder just for them existing, but you can't because their story required. Like, they're quest givers, and if you kill them, then the quests will end. There's a few characters like that caused some ridiculously stupid drama in the community because they're like, I want to kill this character, but you can't. And there's a few other things. It's like, this game is brutal and mean, but it doesn't like let you lock yourself out of quest material. Well, this do you want me to get into it? Because like, I can. There's an explanation to why, which is also an explanation as to why I don't like a certain YouTuber. Because there's an antagonist faction in this game, right? They're not good in any way. It's the Templars. They teleport in from other space-time continuums and fucking murder everybody with Gatling guns. And they believe in extermination and genocide. Those guys, that faction in this game. There's a certain YouTuber that was very upset that he couldn't be one of those people because he wanted to go around and kill everybody. And it's like, well, that kind of goes against the design and of the game itself because they're supposed to be the bad guys. And so no one actually is upset. It's mostly just one YouTuber making his whole audience upset, which just happens to be a very large, substantial amount of people. Oh, it is proper sci-fi grimdark. And you can be proper fucking evil. You just can't be one of them, right? Because they come from a different, air quotes, world. Because they poured in through black holes. So it's like, all you need is one really big YouTuber to make a video about a game and say, I want to play these guys! And then everybody just gets mad. You know? That's really all, that's all it is. No one's actually mad about it. You just need one asshole to make a big deal about it, and then forever on, it's a big deal. Your acid has no effect. The door is destroyed. Rip the door. Oh, no, totally. Yeah, I was just kind of catching Iron Cobra up. Caves of Cut is pretty fucking mean. I mean, it's certainly not the meanest, but it's pretty fucking mean. You know, like, the first time you see the trolls and they just... Like, I don't know, I kind of compare this game to Tome a lot, or not Tome, to ADOM a lot, because ADOM has, like, a lot of the same things that this game does. PvP? No, this is a single-player roguelike RPG, dude. There is no multiplayer in this. This is a, like, single-player nightmare game. I mean, there's, like, weekly runs and leaderboards, but that's about it. Oh, I'm fighting these guys, don't need to. What was I doing? Kind of just looking for nectar right now, I'll be honest. Is there anything I don't need? So I don't know how much you know about the structure of this game, Forgotten, but TLDR. Here, I'll give you the brief, the quick explanation. I go out to the world map. Hold down Alt. I am the green guy in the top left, right? That's where I am. This map is static, so this doesn't change from run to run. Occasionally they do add stuff to this, but this doesn't change from run to run. This is identical every time you play. However, specific locations on the map, if I hold down this, marked by the little blue stars, most of those can move from run to run. Especially the ones with the little little stars with the yellow backgrounds. Those are all towns or important locations. Some of those can move from run to run. And every single biome is preset every time, but if I actually zoom, well, if I go down 2 tiles and then zoom in, all of these tiles are randomized every time. So each one of those bigger tiles on the overworld is 6 of these small tiles, which are all randomly generated every time. So the result is you have millions of screens per run that are randomly generated. Also, the world is like 100 layers deep, so you can just delve down and go into the forgotten abyss of the great depths of the salt caves. Outside of that, it's a procedurally generated sandbox from run to runs. If you've heard of like Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead or Tales of Majal or Jupiter Hell or games like that, it's that kind of dungeon crawler, traditional roguelike. But there is multiple modes where you can turn saving on, which I currently have on because I'm pretty good at this game, but I'm not good enough at it to consistently get to end game stuff. So I am playing with saving turned on to get a little bit better. It had beautiful art. I don't like card games. So I don't like card games, Squug, but that game had beautiful art. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. So I'm probably not a good person to ask. Ask somebody who likes card games who could give you an accurate opinion. But I really liked the art, man. So whenever you die and you start here, I can show you in a second, Forgotten. But when you start a new run, it scrambles the history. So all of the history is rewritten. Same names will pop up, but they'll almost always be in different orders. There are some predefined historical figures that'll be in every run, but the majority of the ones that you'll read about and hear about in-game are, like, different from run to run. As far as the factions list, this is the list of factions. So there's a couple of them. Most of these you can't play. The Putis Templar, these guys, are the intergalactic time Nazis that I was talking about. They despise you, and even docile ones will attack you. You aren't welcome in their holy places. They are interested in sharing secrets about locations and nooks, and the locations of historic sites, and sultans they admire or despise. And they are interested in learning. But, you know, there's very, very important factions in here, such as, well, if I scroll up a little bit, cats, which don't care about you, and aggressive ones will attack you. They usually won't let you pet them, and you aren't welcome in their holy places. Cats are interested in trading secrets about locations of settlements, sultans they admire or despise. They're also interested in hearing gossip that's about them. There's also, like, bears. Brathmites are pretty great. Fatals, they're basically computers, like intelligent computers. Baboons, arachnids. There was one time I actually managed to get cats' dislike of me to 0, so cats became indifferent to your existence. I literally got this pop-up that's like, cats are now neutral. They are now indifferent to your existence. I was like, yes, I did it. They no longer despise me. But, like, that's not wrong, right? You're not welcome in their holy places, and aggressive ones will attack you. They don't care about you. It's about right. Yeah, so that's your factions list. This is, like, these are your skill trees for different skills and abilities you can get. Oopsies, I hit the wrong button. This is your crafting, so this is everything that I can currently craft out of materials over on the right in the BitLocker. These are all historical sites. Oops. Historical gossip and lore. So these are, like, let's just... Sultan histories. These are all the sultans that I was talking about. So these are the people who have, like, randomly generated histories that are scrambled every time. There's still some secrets about this guy that I need to find. But these are all secrets that we've discovered about them. If you discover all of the history about a specific sultan, then you can get little rewards. This is one of the ones that doesn't change from run to run, so this person's history is always the same. It's pretty fucking great, and it's a game that you can just kind of play it as a sandbox, or you can play it as a big open-ended game. Oh, also, I like to read this to anybody who just stumbles on CUD, but currently my personal quest is get enough tinkering skills so that I can learn how to make a handy nuke. Which is exactly what it sounds like. But this is something that you need to know about CUD. Glot rot is an affliction characterized by narcosis of the tongue. Judging by evidence gathered from patients and accounts, I place the disease's origin within the cavern of Golgotha, where victims are most likely contracted it from the putrid spawn of the algogut. The afflicted patient will complain of soreness in the throat as the tongue tissue begins to swell. Within a week's span, the muscle will soften and start to decompose. The patient will experience severe pain while ingesting food or drink that may agitate the last bit of raw living tissue. Causing the mouth to bleed, over the following days, the tongue will rot in its entirety, rendering the patient incapable of speech. That's just one of the many diseases that you can get in this game. It's a fun game. Considering this game is like $20, it's an absolute fucking steal. Investments are open, heads up. Also, what is up, Patchwork? It's good to see you. Their interaction with you is rather limited. I call bogus, and the reason I call bogus to that, Panzer, is there was one time I started a run, walked one tile south, found a legendary guy. It was a legendary Snapjaw, fiddled with it for about 30 minutes and very carefully kited and killed the legendary Snapjaw, walked back up to the starting town, and everybody was dead because I destroyed the faction loyalty within that town by killing the legendary Snapjaw, and everybody in the starting town was dead. So I will beg to differ that you can have some pretty epic interactions with random civs in this game. Even if, like, yes, they are kind of limited in a lot of ways, but also the stuff that you can do is kind of incredible. It's disturbing, yep. Yeah, no, this game, like, kind of has surprise body horror in places. Just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like people should just be warned about that before going into CUD. Like, if you're easily distressed by body horror, like, this game can fuck with you. Surprise body horror, yeah. Got some stuff I want to sell, so let's run up here. Shoe seller, what shoes might you have? Weird artifact. It's a cheap artifact. You play as a mutant? Yeah, but you're not reading, like, the detailed descriptions of, like, how your mutant abilities work. Question mark. It's usually just kind of a surprise. Just don't think too hard about where those horns are coming out of, you know? I really need to just make a home base. That's what I need. Also, why is it playing the fucking desert music? I'm not in the desert anymore. I'm in neutral zone, game. You're stressing me out. No, now I'm not. Being chased by a bandit. Die. Good evening, Stone. How are you? Well, good day for me. Alright. Now that I finished murdering that dude. Ah, you're the Glover. What does this do? Really pisses off. Minus 100 reputation with apes. Well, I mean, naturally. It would have... Wearing ape fur is going to make the apes upset. That is not yet illegal where you live? How is it not yet illegal? What? I'm just so happy I live in a country of legal weed. I just know how to make all these guns now. The gun shop becomes significantly less cool once you realize how to... You just learn how to make everything. Right. That pool of blood. Yeah, that definitely wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop accusing me of crimes. Ooh, a fire crab. Oh, it's just... Fire crab has some history. I always love that the preachers are always like, what do you have to trade? Bullets. I once saw a preacher that just had a bunch of missiles in his inventory. I was like, why does this holy man just have, like, a bunch of ammunition? This is concerning. Also, hold up. You a tradable person? Nope, you left. Fuck. Can I catch up to you? I want to know what you are. No way. Dead. I didn't murder all of them, but I did murder one of them. Yeah, see this guy. He's just got a bunch of missiles. The High Priest. Disliked... Man, you're only tough now. I could probably kill you. Disliked by the villagers of Harmashur for digging up remains of their ancestors. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly. Holy bullets made of silver? They're rarely made of silver, though. All right. Let's try... Well, bless some RNG here, chat. Let's cook with our other serving of nectar. Bless some RNG for me. Or give me a round of beers or something. Pray, somehow. It's a 25% chance. Give me the good roll. I want more stats. Ah, dang it. I mean, I could just Alt F4, but nah, it's fine. We got lucky once. Got lucky once. Not twice. Just once. Don't have any secret. Wait, have I not done water ritual with you? Who likes you? Disliked by the Merchants Guild for telling bawdy jokes. Admired by the Farmers Guild for saving one of their young from drowning. You have an engraved pistol? Fucking cheater. I want to look at your pistol. How do I look at your pistol? He has a cookie clicker? That's funny. Having Alt F4 macro tier mouse for cookie clicker. I'm not that kind of person. Come on, you know that. Game's a little laggy right now. All right. Oh, sure. Walking towards the mountains, notice some ruins. Oh, great. It's a firing squad. The magic of saves coming. You see, I like to play challenging games. A matte black unbreakable. Oh, and another thing that this game has, if you don't know, is randomly generated books. A world was just unwaithing then, and I them. It is too misty toward amaranth, though deathless cry. Whence my cloven-hoofed children dream themselves into war. A quiet peace has settled. East and south, what are the risks of cybernetics? How do I install a cybernetic implant? Goodbye. For all the disinterest in brotherly love, Cairo I was graffitied to find a cache of dysfunctional waydroids. Pax Clank is shaped like a miniature range of Act itself. Recognizing that my answers lay elsewhere, I cast myself upon the kinds of motion. Be careful on your opponent's armor. Birds can't eat rice. There wasn't planted. Unburden yourself with promise of knowledge and words. At least, sometime between 970 and 960, Abram acknowledged fertility of leaves. Additionally, mutants may exceed 1+ agility score in the night sky. We are a labyrinthine complex of towering sunder bluffs in the lie of the north. The sky, together with mud, dawn from the temple of high priests. Nectar re-rolling is almost impossible. Okay, I take you Alt F4 and raise you hold down the power button. There is a way to do it, and I know how to do it. It requires copying an in-game file, pasting an in-game file, crashing the game, pasting the in-game file back in, and redoing it, but fuck it. You don't want to spam others with notifications? Oh, really? Huh. Interesting, squad. In a few fragments of the texts that predate the obfuscation, it's stated that in the East, because the desert night is your interest waned. There is so considerable a body below the dew point, or a wall. Hold. Control and move in a row and reach an inch of the presumptive hive of an albino ape. Anyway, enough of that crap. We have a new book. Let's see if we can get more. More books. More books. Their Mother's Milk. That's a 7-page book called Their Mother's Milk. Additionally, mutants may exceed +1 character menus. Yep. Seems accurate. An interesting area. Lots of books. Sisters and gases, such as Russell. Yo, cutest, you might get a cackle out of this if you're here. Also, Axon, are you lurking right now? Because I want to ask you about that computer that you're trying to boot after 15 years. Got a hermit who hates me now.
Listen.
Hey, Orange, how are you? And raising, pulling out the battery? I mean, that doesn't really work on a computer that's plugged into the wall. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a fungicide grenade. I was like, why am I seeing fungus stuff all of a sudden? Lacquered weird artifact. Compass bracelet. I thought I already knew what those were. That was because it was lacquered. Spring-loaded leather boots. Cool. At like 10, took a NyQuil. NyQuil is like magical. You woke up 16 hours later. Did you feel sick or something? I hope you feel good now. Yeah, and they look good. Patchwork, they look good. Especially that Ruined King thing. It's not my style of game, but it looks good for what it is. That studio's made good games in the past. The problem is, like, for me, I guess, is that I personally feel that League of Legends is just kind of generic and boring, and I don't really find the characters particularly intriguing, so I don't really care. Had a mild cough. I bet you don't anymore. How's the thumb? Oh, also, Orange, I don't know if you did this intentionally or not, but you've disabled all of your badges. I don't know if you did that intentionally, but if you did, or if you didn't, now you know. Alright. Hostiles nearby? Where exactly? Oh, there ain't. Fuck off. Alright. You're trying to be humble. Oh, fucking brag, man. Paid for the right to brag? You better brag. Animal does that all the time. He'll set his bit badge as something very modest. You know, I haven't done the Rusted Archway. Not that this area will be even remotely challenging. Might as well clear the top half of it. Skunks all ate me now. It has been yellow for a while, but there was long periods of time there where you set it down to different lower ones. Arcane? What does Arcane have to do with Riot? Arcane's not making a Riot game. What? Something just hurt. Way more than it should have. Sometimes there's like materials in here. Pretty sure those pricklers just killed that pig. It does fit you better. But I don't know, brag about the yellow one. Although, pretty soon you might not be the only person with that badge. Because there is a distinct possibility at some point retired Navy vet will have the next badge, which is pretty close. You put it right there out on the table. I mean, like I said, man, you paid for it, you might as well flaunt it. Also, just as a reminder to everybody, we have a new emote now. Crypt Zoom. So if you ever want to zoom, you can now zoom. It's also, I think, in my opinion, what should just... Oh my god, hold on a second. Huh, for a second there, I thought it was destroying the stairway. I was like, oh my god, really? I can do that? Alright, Alright, yeah, Bela is here. Ever do a water ritual with you? Likes you. Oh, I am already water bonded with you. Although, actually, hold up. There is secret with me. I don't need to know where the goat folk villages are. Snapjaw Fort's also not particularly easy. Fine. Did I go there yet? Yep. That's probably the Snapjaw Fort. This probably ain't even worth doing. But I'm bullying some Snapjaws, so why not? With a railgun. Your surgeon rescheduled you to this Friday. You know, I've had that happen. I had somebody, I've had, like, people fuck up and tell me that I get a phone appointment when in reality they're like, no, we need you to come in for that. It's like, well, what? Then why didn't you tell me to come in for that? If I need to come in. Like, well, you see, communication errors. Please don't communicate errors in the medical field, thanks. One of the funniest things still to me ever about just medical stuff in Canada is when they lost me in the hospital. It's still to this day one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me. Just got left in a hallway for 4.5 hours. No, it's always like the person working the phones, never the surgeon or the doctor that you need to see. It's always the person working the phones. It's like I used to have another doctor who gave me a prescription for a pneumonia vaccine. And then when I went to go get it, they were like, well, you see... Yeah, there's a goat folk village. Let's go kill a goat folk village. Oh no, I'm lost. Kind of surprising. There's only one region in this game where I can consistently get lost. That's this one. I have the Wayfarer's knowledge for everything else. Oh, that was quick. Where are we? That was such a weird spot to get lost. The middle of the mountains? In the middle of the goddamn mountains? Let's go fight some goats. So what do you think of the new emote, Stone? Or just chat in general. What do you guys think of the new emote? You guys think it's something you'll use? You can be honest and be like, nah, never use it. This emote sucks. We also got some more coming in. I mean, if you gotta go somewhere in a hurry, it's pretty good use for that emote. It's zoom out of 10. I agree, Animal. I agree. Okay, I think that we're gonna find a save point. Probably actually that new zone. Check them, see if they have anything that they could sell me that's fun. And if they don't, that's fine. I'll speak with the frogs briefly. Ow! Can I just, like, put out a petition to make seed sowers illegal? It's like, the goats at this point, the level that I'm at, not that threatening. And then they do that. It's like, oh, you do that 2 or 3 more times and I'm dead. You don't think he'll use? Yeah, fair enough. Did you just crack my armor? I think you did. Oh, shit. Leering Stalker. This hulking, 4-legged monstrosity prowls the landscape ceaselessly. Their porturdent head scans the horizon slowly, their ageless quest for time-lost prey, which can kill me very easily. Not as easily now, but I need to leave the map, which I did. Otherwise, that's just gonna kill me. Chat, check this out. You know, do you know what these are? Literally just fucking badass sunglasses. Someone had to give someone CPR and the doctors didn't want to take over until they found a defib, which doesn't sound weird, except none of the doctors for some reason know where they were, and they were running around with the nurse for 5 minutes trying to find one. That's a lot for anyone. That is a long time. So, mirror shades. This is a Caves of Cud description of sunglasses, ladies and gents. Light flecks break themselves on a silver mote and rush back to their place of origin. The signifier becomes the signified. The simulacrum is realized. +1 ego. Clap. All right. I'm absolutely equipping those. Thank you so much. Also, I'm going to clean myself because, like, I'm just sitting here covered in slime and shit. Clean all your stuff. There you go. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, it's because of me. That's fine. Okay, so I do actually have a bunch of stuff that's cracked. Let's repair you. Skill cap. And repair my flawless crystal gauntlets. Sweet. Let's install you. And what else can I do? That up top. Just wondering. Nicholsana. Can't remember if I've been there or not. Let's just run up to Nicholsana. Discovered another lair. Never mind. Legendary crocodile, and I'm immediately on fire. This is an excellent start. I didn't even see what was shooting at me. Flamebird. Yeah, that's dangerous. And a legendary gunsmith? All right, well, we got to go back to that. I just want to see if I've been here. Yes, okay. That's the music, not a clock ticking. Maybe there's a bomb under your chair. You should check. I mean, there's the music in the background going hum. Wah. 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 Which might be what it is. That might be what you think is a clock ticking, but it's not a clock ticking. It's the chants in the background, off in the distance. A friend of mine sends me a DM on Discord. It's like, I'm hungover as hell from yesterday. He had a lot to drink. Okay, that's danger. All right, no water. Chat, don't go in the water. The water wants to kill you. The water is filled with mad pools. See that? This is one of the scariest enemies in the game. Just, period. No questions asked. At the sides of the top. See, I tend to disagree that they make more sense because I have multiple monitors. So for me, it's like, if I were to put the taskbar on the side of my monitor, that would make no sense for me because I want to be able to go into the next screen smoothly without hitting a taskbar. So for me, like, the taskbar is all the way along the bottom because it's all the way along the bottom of 3 separate screens, right? But I guess it depends on what your setup is. If you're running your monitor vertically, it makes a lot of sense to have a taskbar. Are you telling me that you're a bottom for your taskbar, Orange? Alright, let's just back up and just kill the fucking madpole if I can. Fucking lily pads in the way. Gotta be super careful because if the madpoles get to me, then I'm just dead. Basically. See? Like that. Bottomwood got annoying. Fair enough. I mean, you can just say that Macs are a pain. We understand. Oh my god. Fucking fish. Fish hate me because I killed their legendary ones. Is that oil? It is oil. That's fine. Don't really need it. Gotta kill both of these at once. Ah, dang it. There you go. I'm mostly just looking for the way down here. It's funny, I'm just trying to complete Bethesda Susa, but I just keep getting sidetracked by all these other things that I'm doing. So this is the legendary gunsmith, who will probably be neutral. Probably. Unless I've pissed him off somehow. But if we discover where he is, I can either kill him and probably get a bunch of valuable stuff, or he could just have a really, really, really valuable neutral trader party. 3532 BR, Ishri III appointed a corrupted minister as minister of the consulate district of Tazolep. He mandated the practice of leaving home forever in Ishri III's name. Leaving home forever? That doesn't seem good. And we got a quest out of that, which is visit Tazolep consulate. Wonder if it's on my map now. It might be. So are you the legendary gunsmith? Nope, you're just a turret tinkerer. And you're dead. Mandated leaving home forever. Does kind of sound like exile, but it's not exile, it's the mandate of leaving home forever. Come on, totally different. Gonna wait for that to be done. There you are. Take the bandages. Okay, so Urchin Belcher hired guard and an Ickling hired guard slug. I'm going to wake you and look at you. A crushed hat brim mantles his eyes. Leather holster rides his shoulder. He rolls a lead slug over his leathery knuckles. Loved by the Merchants Guild, admired by swine for crafting them an artisan gun. Hated by the Nefalti tribe for refusing them an artisan craft gun. So I don't actually want to kill this guy. I think that I'm just going to water ritual with this guy. You know, friend, I once had a traveler from Yawning Moon tell me my shop smelled of home. Now I want to visit. Merchants Guild increases. My reputation with swine increased. And the tribe already hated me, so it's fine. I have gossip that may interest you. The lost mark of death from the late Sultanate was redacted. And share a secret with me. Did you hear? Baboons lit a beacon fire to warn the enemies of Snapjaw Scavenger. Now that's useful. That's useful. Not all of that was useful, but gave me the location of a rare trader. This dude's got fucking Zetachrome arrows. Holy tits. Alright, let's see what we can... Let's see what we can get from you. I can also craft stuff to sell as well. You know, I know all, like, I kind of just shut my brain off when people are here talking about, like, Max and stuff, because I know quite literally nothing about Max. Like, it's not... I just know nothing about those computers. Like, it's almost silly, but I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna sell those. I don't need them. I want that. But also, like, this would do. But, like, look at all this bear jerky I got. Not actually worth that much, though. Can't have it all is pretty worth. Hey, Jimmy. And just remake most of these. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't sell the gigantic metal folding chair because that might be something else. Also don't need all of that, honey. All right, so what can I get? Let's get that. And whatever the small thing is. No? There we go. Offer. Yes. Let's see what we got. That was like the best inventory clear I've done in a while. It's an Masterwork Arc Wider. What else do we have? Scoped Borderlands Revolver. Well, I now know how to make it. Let's just deconstruct it. That's fine. And whatever you are. A biodynamic cell uses blood. All right. It's a blood cell. Is that an intentional pun? But all right. Also, I was looking at my email, Orange, and I realized that the delay for the playdate is literally only 2 months. And I went from like being kind of sad that it was getting delayed to like not minding at all. It's like, man, 2 months. I think I'll live. Ow! Can you stab it? It's kind of on fire right here. This feels good. What do these do again? It's going to... Do I have things I can eat? Well, that's saving my life. I'm confused as hell, but not dead. God, they're all following me. Why is there so many? Just trying to break line of sight. Where am I? All the way over there. Before I went over to that and got the, yeah. January 1st is when it goes into beta. Cutest. Did I lose that legendary gunsmith? I think I did. Yep. Brilliant. Also lost the goat folk village that I went and destroyed. I think. Yep. It was all a dream. How far back am I? I need to figure out what this gigantic metal folding chair is. Is it literally just a metal folding chair? It's literally just a metal folding chair. All right. Well, is what it is. So, chat, I think that we've done a decent amount of CUD today. I've done about 4 hours of CUD, which is kind of about what I plan to do for today for CUD. So I think I'm gonna call it for CUD here, and I would like to start another game that I'm very interested in. Next time we play CUD, we will continue bashing our foreheads against Bethesda Susa until I eventually fucking clear it. So that's the plan. Good CUD. Yeah, CUD was good. CUD is good. I'm just kind of tired and kind of just want to chill. So the game that we're switching to requires a controller, so I'm going to grab that. It doesn't, but I'm going to be playing it with one. But what I got to do is I got to say, if you're peacing out, because CUD is no longer being played, there is a bunch of CUD up on my YouTube channel, which you could go watch. Hey, audio, we're just switching games. Played 4 hours of CUD today. Want to play something else?